This is Louis Bositampen, one of the boss brothers. You're watching D&JMEDIA. Keep it locking. Salut.
Hello everyone, it's Nadesh Chobi here for D&JMEDIA. I would like to announce that I am pleased to welcome our brother from the Congolese community on my platform today. He is not only the co-founder of Sepela TV, but also one of the organizers for Congolese Achievement in the World. He goes by the name of Mr. Louis Bositampen. Hello sir, how are you today?
Hello Nadesh.
How's everything going?
Excellent, and also thank you for having me here today on your platform.
Thank you very much, Mr. Louis, for also accepting my invitation today. Today I wanted to talk to you mainly about your whole life. So we're going to go through your life cycle and also your achievements, and then at the end, you know, the whole spark on around the Congolese achievement in the world, because I know my viewers, everyone watching, will be interested in knowing, you know, the whole concept behind it. Yeah. So first of all, we're going to start is your childhood, really. So just explain to us, obviously, we know you are Congolese, but not many of us know whereabouts in Congo you are. So please do tell us whereabouts.
Okay, I was born in Congo, Kinshasa. I'm not going to talk about the year, but I was born in Congo, Kinshasa. I left Congo when I was 1 year old. Went to Switzerland for 5 years, and then went back to Congo when I was 6 for another 5 years. Then I came here when I was 11, and I've been here ever since.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I have to say you're one of the old school ones in the generation of today that has, you know, experienced a whole lifestyle change in London. So whereabouts in, obviously, London where you reside in? Because I know you're not truly an East London boy.
No, when we first came here, we lived in Tottenham. I was there for about 5 years, and then we moved to East London, and I've been here ever since.
Oh, wow. And how was Tottenham like?
Yeah, Tottenham was a nice place, you know, there was a lot of black people, yeah. So it felt comfortable, it felt like home. And when we moved to East London, it was a bit different because, well, there was a new community. There was a lot of Asian in the community, but now we're used to it, so we're one family.
Yeah. And how many of you, the siblings, I know you've got your mum and dad, but how many of you, like, with brothers and sisters?
Yeah, like you said, we got mum and dad here, which we're very lucky to have our parents here. Mum, dad, older sister, Fifi, Chimbalanga.
Hello,
which I wave. My older brother, Ems, my co-partner for the Boss Brothers. And then we got the youngest of the family, Patricia, Nalembi, Bositampen. Yeah, so there's only 4 kids and the parents.
That's really great. Like, are your parents still together?
Yeah, they're still together. They've been together for 30 years.
Wow.
No, actually, about 35 years.
Wow, that is fantastic. And the reason why I'm asking you this question is, obviously, from my knowledge and also of experience of coming from a Congolese household, not many parents do last that long, especially to have older children as well. So I must, you know, give thanks to your parents for, you know, raising such a great example of love, really. And talking about love as well, we know you have a special female in your life, and can you please tell us who it is?
Yeah, I have a lot of special females in my life. I'm not too sure who you're talking about, but yes, I have my partner, which is Cynthia Kams, which quite a few people in the community know her. Yeah, she's my partner, yeah.
Yeah, and how is it like as well, you know, working with her? Because I know you guys are in the same business field as well. How is she like?
You know how women are. But she's wonderful.
What do you mean? We need to know. What do you mean by
women? Women, no comment. But no, just, you know, women and guys think very differently. But working together, it's all about, you know, her bringing her ideas, I bring my ideas. It's fun, the kind of the meeting ground. But yeah, it's really good working with her, and we see where she started and where she is now. You know how she's developed. Very, very proud of her. You know, very passionate what she does, and yeah, she's a good presenter.
Yeah. And in her field of work, is it something that she decided, or is it something you put on her?
It's actually something that she always wanted to do, but I probably think she didn't get that. She didn't have the opportunity to do it. So when the opportunity presented itself, she just jumped on it, and she was really, really good. And now she's just improving, and she even started university.
Oh wow, that's
just
great.
to kind of, because education is very important. So understand the basic fundamental of it. So yeah, she's doing really good. Because saying education is very important, especially any type of education, home education, school education. It really opens you up. It makes you think. It makes you an adult.
Okay, that's fantastic. And also, apart from Cynthia Cams, we know you work with also your brother, who is, to me, is like, I see him as your twin, because you guys look so alike, I can't tell the difference sometimes. Even the whole Boss Brothers little logo, I couldn't tell the difference until I had to see who's got bigger cheeks, and I realized it was you. But tell us a bit about, working with your brother as well.
Yeah. First of all, these are not big cheeks. These are vitamin, yeah, santé. Yeah, my older brother, yeah. The age difference is about a year and a half. So he's an older brother. He's a twin. He's actually my mentor. He's the one that kind of, without him, I don't think I'll be thinking or I'll be where I am now. So he's my mentor, my close partner, and he's the one that kind of guides me through life.
Oh, and how is that like to have, like you said, you got a year and a half gap for something? That is a very close relationship. That's similar to how I have with my sister. But how is it like working with him as well? Do you guys bark at each other sometimes, or is it just the perfect relationship?
Funny enough, we hardly argue. In our life, we probably argued probably 3 times.
Wow.
Because all the brothers tend to compete quite a lot, but I used to compete with him. I used to compete with him all the time. Then I realized the fact that he's older than me. Even if I try to compete, he will always be older than me. So I kind of accepted that. So I left him be the leader, and he does a great job. So he's the leader, I'm second in charge, so I like my position.
All right, that's fantastic. So obviously we've realized in the business of the Boss Brothers and also the Sipila TV whole empire, how many individuals are there, so we know who is like, the main CEO, founder, the managing director, so forth. So can you go down the line, who's who? Okay,
down the line, you have Ems as my co-founder, my mentor. Then there's myself, there's Cynthia as the presenter. There's other people that probably people are not aware of. There's Lisette that we're working with, also managing. We're going to have a show this year. There is Donne, which is a new, I won't call her presenter, more of a journalist that's joined the team. There is Trésor Candol that we're working with. We're going to do a show this year. I'm trying to think on top of my head. It's quite a few more
Just
people.
tell us the ones you can remember.
There's Paps. I'm kind of working with him at the moment. Who else is there? If I figure of any other names, I'll just kind of go back
fantastic.
to him.
And I realise there's a lot of you, but apart from that, there's just you, your brother as well, and also Cynthia as well, who is the mother of the business. Can you go through like each what you're going to be working with? Especially, I'm intrigued with, you mentioned Lisette as well. Like you manage her to what extent do you manage her?
Lisette is those kind of characters that are very driven. To tell you the truth, she doesn't need to be managed, but it's more of a collaboration with her, She knows what she wants. We put ideas together and we can just tackle it together, Because as an individual, you can be great, but as a team, you're even more powerful. But the show that we're looking to do with Lisette is going to be like American Next Top Model for the Congolese community, and it's going to be launched this year. So it should be a very, very, very powerful show.
Okay, that's fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. And how is it like working with, I know you worked with Gemma, the makeup artist. Can you also mention to us your experience on that?
Oh yes, sorry. Gemma is also someone we're still working with. Working with Gemma, she's great. She's very passionate, very skilled and talented. And we decided to do a show to kind of show what she's capable of doing, and it was really successful. So now this year we're trying to take it to the next level. It's not just going to be makeup, but we're also going to get into styling. So watch out for it. It's coming out this year as well.
Okay, fantastic. I realise you've got like a lot of topics as well that will teach the community, not just obviously the African community, but mainly the Congolese community. Am I okay to say that your channel is for the Congolese community, or is it just for other communities?
I would say 100%. A lot of the work we do is for the Congolese community. You know, I'm sure other communities as well have people that only focus in the community. I believe that we can make a difference within the community, and the community, I would say, is new. You know, there's a lot of the younger generation really coming up, and they need role models, and they need people that in the community that they can look at and say, I want to be like this person. If I'm not too sure what I want to do, but Sinfa as a presentatrix, and why not let me try? So we're trying to build role models within our own community. That way, so to kind of build up this industry.
Yeah, that's really good. And what are the feedbacks you've been getting from the viewers so far?
We get a lot of feedback. In what in particular?
Obviously, in the work you guys are doing, like you mentioned, it's for 100% for the Congolese community. And I'm sure that there is a lot of negativity in the Congolese community, especially when it comes to media. We've seen examples of people that start off a business online or on TV and whatever, and it really doesn't last that long unless it's something political. Yeah. So with your business, obviously, it falls around entertainment, fashion, music, and so forth. So any like positive feedback you've been getting from, you don't have to name obviously your people that contact you, but any feedback you get from them?
We get a lot of feedback from people. The most feedback we got recently was with the Congo Achievement Award. I won't call it negative feedback. I will call it just sharing ideas. We've been getting a lot of ideas. Some of them we're trying to implement, and some of them that we're just gonna wait to the next one to kind of trying to fix it, especially it's the first event, so there will be mistakes, and we welcome any ideas, and on the next one the same mistake won't happen again.
Okay, that's fantastic. Before we get on to the Congolese Achievement Awards, I know everyone's waiting for us to talk about that. I want to know more about, you know, your role as a videographer and also a director, because I know that is one of your most strong constructive passions. Yeah. Please tell us, like, you know, the whole idea, because I know that you didn't study it, yeah, because we are good friends and we do talk about life and everything. So yeah, what made you think, like, today, Louis, I'm not going to follow my computerist studies, I'm going to be a director, I want to be the next Spielberg. So what was behind that?
Behind that, just the love of films. I'm very, very passionate about films. Like I said in quite a few interviews, I don't watch film like anyone else watches film. You know, I kind of study scene by scene. What was the vision for the director? What was he trying to tell the audience? Why did he shoot the particular scene a particular way? And that passion grew. Because my background, I studied computing and business information system in uni.
That is some tricky subject.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And then I moved into management in Primark. And working in Primark, it was good fun, you know, the money was good. Because my last position, I was a senior manager.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But when you work in a company like Primark, and especially in the head of, in the biggest store in the country, which was in in Marble Arch,
yeah,
we had about 65 managers.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a massive, massive team.
Yeah.
And people can be selfish and greedy. Mm-hmm. And where we should work as a team, mm-hmm, but people are very selfish, you know, they want you to progress within their own self, so they will kind of put you down, mm-hmm, so they can look good.
Yeah.
And after a while, you don't really want to be in that environment. And so there was that, and then my passion for film kind of became a lot bigger. So that's when I decided that, okay, I'm going to leave my work and pursue my career, pursue my passion.
Yeah, that's really great, and that's very exciting to actually sacrifice, you know, your career in the retail world and actually focus on your dream. And obviously, in deciding that, did you speak to anyone, or was there any of your family members? Obviously, I know you're close with your family. What did your parents say about your decision?
My parents are fantastic, you know. They made me the person I am now, you know. They were very involved in my education. I remember when I was like 5 years old, my mom used to come and pick me up after school and take me to the library. You know, she was really involved in her education. So I've always had a strong education. I've always had that confidence that I'm able to do anything I want. And when I wanted to pursue my career, my new passion, funny enough, my brother was a store manager in Sainsbury's, and he called me, he's like, Louis, let's start our own business. I'm like, what? He's like, Louis, I'm leaving work. I'm not going back to work.
Oh, you gotta love him, people.
Yeah, Ems is very bold. He's like, Louis, I'm leaving. I'm not going back to work.
Yeah.
I'll get an office.
Yeah.
I want you to join me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do this. I'm like, give me a couple of weeks. Let me see if I can kind of become a weekend manager, so I can join you.
Yeah.
And my managers, they were really good. At that time, I was in Romford, and whereby I was in Oxford Street for about a year, and then went back to Romford. So my lot in Romford lost me for a year.
Yeah.
And when I told him that I want to become a weekend manager, there was no position. But because they lost me for a year, they didn't want to lose me again. So what they did, they created a position for me, and I was really touched. Once they created a position for me, then I started working in the office Monday to Friday, and weekends I was working in Primark.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really good.
And I did that for 3 years, working every single day.
And how was that, working Monday to Sunday? And I know as a Congolese, because obviously the channel, obviously, I know a lot of your audience is a Congolese community. So as a Congolese brother in the UK, how is it like working Monday to Sunday? Because I know a lot of Congolese men of your age love sleep. A lot of them don't work, you know, relying on benefits. I'm sorry for saying this, you know, an income allowance, whatever. But, you know, I see you as a role model for saying that Monday to Sunday. How was that?
It was challenging. It was really, really challenging. But at the same time, because I loved what I did, you know, I loved this new venture. It didn't really bother me that much. Sleeping, I don't know, this might sound a bit funny, but I think sleeping is a bit of a waste of time as well. So I try my best not to sleep that much. And it was new, it was exciting, so I loved it. And what was funny is that a lot of people didn't know I did that. So if I had to go out, I would go out with my friend as normal, but I know that I have to be work like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll still get to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, people didn't know it. I just lived my life normal. So, you know, I believe that work hard and play hard. So I work hard, and to distress myself, I would go out. So I just had a normal life.
Oh, that's fantastic. And obviously, when you came up with that whole idea, you know, I'm going to leave and focus on filming, how has the journey been since?
The journey's been crazy. It's been a self-discovery. You know, I've really challenged myself in all the levels. Imagine, I knew nothing about filming, so I had to learn it. So for the past, when I started my new business, my new venture, for 6 months, I didn't get paid for it because I was learning the art. So I used to do a lot of free stuff, you know, from weddings, music videos, until one day, because my CV became quite strong, I had a gig to do a wedding, and it was my first gig, £500.
Oh, wow.
It was emotional. It was really emotional. And from there, it just built it up, and how many years? 6 years down the line, I'm here.
That's really great.
Okay, going back to the root of the Congolese Achievement Award. Once we decided to create Commercial, the whole aim of Commercial was to bring Congolese people which are not in the community, which are doing wonderful things, back into the community. Because it was all this thing about role models, you know, it's very, very important to have role models. That's why we started Commercial. You know, we invited people that did amazing things. You know, we interviewed them. We wanted to find out, you know, how they started, what motivated them. You know, really want to understand the characters, the people themselves. And then what we decided, why don't we finish Commercial with a show where we reward people? And then it kind of, we started putting ideas together, and we decided to actually do a Congolese Achievement Award. So from Cam's show, do a Congolese Achievement Award for Cam's. That's what she's hosting it. So it's really her show, but kind of blown out proportion for the Congolese community. And that's where it basically started. So the Congolese Achievement Award show is actually a show to celebrate the talents within the Congolese community. It's not really about winning. Winning is fantastic to win, but it's all about looking at all these people that are doing great things, bring them together, which are people outside the community and people inside the community, and then use that platform to network. So that is actually the source of the Congo Achievement Award.
That's really great. One important factor, though, you noticed, noticed you said something about, the ending of the cam show. Does that mean that's the end of Cynthia Cams, or is it a new beginning, or what? I'm a bit scared now. No more Cynthia Cams, or what?
No, it was like the end of year, because Cam Show was only for a year. Yeah, so that's why this year now with Cam Show we're trying to bring something a little bit more different. We haven't actually kind of finalized what Cam Show will become, but we're trying to give a little facelift. Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. So hopefully we'll be seeing more and more of Cams. I was getting worried there. Louis, don't do that.
No,
that's
no,
my girl. So going on to more about the Congolese Achievement Awards. So what kind of how can we say people have you nominated? Because I saw the video with Willie and Cynthia when they were mentioning the nominees, and they had quite of a long list. Are you sure with the people you chose, or is it something that you just wanted to give out free so people can come to the event?
With the first one, it's very, very difficult, because with the first one, where do you measure people's talent or achievement? So what we decided to kind of look back, probably look at 4 years of people's work. It doesn't necessarily have to be achievement, but what they have accomplished. It's hard to do, like yourself, for instance, to pick up the microphone and actually interview someone. Not anyone can do it, but you've taken the courage actually to learn your craft, and you're good at your craft, because you've been rehearsing, practicing, and you've kind of built that experience. So what we want you to do, you look about 4 years worth of experience, and then look at these people, and then get the public to nominate people. Yes, we got a lot of criticism because people thought that we were just sitting back and letting the public to just nominate everyone. But what we did, we had a team as well of 10 people, which we did our own research. But even if you have 10 people, you might miss a certain amount of, you might miss people. So what we decided, open up to the audience. That way, if in our capacity we miss people, but the audience collectively, they might even show us a few talents that we're not aware of. And I believe that was successful, and we managed to pick up people from Scotland, Ireland that I wasn't aware of, and now also in the competition, because it's a competition for the whole community within the UK.
Yeah, and how's it been, the whole organizing of the event? Because I know running an awards show isn't like the easiest job in the world. So how's it been since you started the whole, presenting it to the platform? There's an achievement awards happening, so and so, this and that. Go through the cycle and the whole stress. I love stress, so tell me a bit about that.
Well, our background, my brother, his last position was a store manager of Sainsbury, and myself, I was a senior manager in Primark. So we kind of, in terms of organizing and managing people, is kind of second nature to us. So we just had, we had a timeline of what we needed to achieve. We had milestones, and everything kind of worked out based on the date. That's why when we first decided to do this event, we had a calendar, and we posted the calendar to actually notify people exactly what will happen on each point. So I would say it went according to plan. Yes, it went according to plan, but the thing that I probably say was difficult is, in events like this, you can't please everyone, You aim to please the majority, and I believe that we have pleased the majority. There's a couple of people that are not too happy, which a few of them called me, which I'm very thankful. I've kind of explained our side of the story and took the feedback into account and just told them, reassured them that we'll fix it on the next one.
So I want to hear, what was their feedback? What did they say?
Feedback, some people wasn't happy that they didn't get vote in certain categories. They believed that they had a lot more to offer. They believed that some of the people that we chose for certain categories wasn't on the level. That kind of feedback. But
Congolese communities is very interesting. You would experience something like that. And how was it handling that sort of feedback?
Like I said, I welcome every feedback. If someone had to ask the question, I felt that we tackled it the way we tackled it. I explained it to them, And a lot of them understood where we were coming from and accepted it, and some points which were valid, and I took it as well. So it was more of a sharing ideas.
Yeah. And in the is there any category there that the panelists, obviously those that picked the nominees, found very difficult?
I believe no. Actually, one particular one that was extremely difficult was gospel. Now,
Yeah,
initially,
tell me about gospel. Sorry to cut you off there, because it wasn't on the list before, and then you brought it up. What happened?
the award shows for the people.
Yeah.
Now, the people requested gospel. I myself, I'm a Christian. I'm a born-again Christian, and I didn't want to mix, world music, as they call it, and gospel music. I didn't want to mix it, Tobang and Zambi. But people came up with some good arguments saying that it's for the Congolese community. A gospel artist is Congolese, and a world artist is Congolese. Now, this is self-funded by ourselves, so we have to go by our budget. So for now, what we decided to just have one category for gospel, and next year, then we kind of open it up. So that's what we've done.
Oh, that's really great. And well, I've noticed as well on the list, sorry, I was scanning through the couple of days, the best academic awards that's been left blank. Why is that?
The best academic award is education is very important to us, very, very important. So what we're going to do, we're going to select a few people in the community that have scored some good grades, and then we're going to bring these people in the podium and kind of reward them for the achievement. That way, we show in the community it's not just about music, about journalists, news, media. It's about education. Education is very, very important to us. So well done to these people.
Yeah. And when you say scored good grades, how do you know they've scored these grades? Anyone can bring you a phony certificate and say, oh, I done bachelor's, master's in this. I went to this school in Kinshasa. I did this and that. Where are you going to find your findings and evidence for this?
Yeah, that's why we left it blank, because we didn't want the public to just give us any random. So that's our own personal responsibility to find these people and bring these people into the platform.
Yeah. So are they known faces in the community, or are they like professors at university or so forth?
And that is more for students. Yeah, for students. Some of them will be known, some of them wouldn't be known, but it's really for the youth, that's category.
Yeah. And in terms of also the whole coming together of the Congolese achievements, is there any partners that you're going to be working with that also were interested in the awards show? When I talk about partners, I mean like any other businesses that are on board supporting you 100%.
Yeah, the likes of yourself. There are so many. I don't really want to give any names because it becomes too much.
Okay.
Let me aim for a few. Disc and Jerky, SMK, Empire, Save the Congo. You see, I'm already stuck. Couloir des Stars, Fifth Property, VB Couture, Bibi Shkiala. The list can just go on. Everyone in the community is taking this project as their own personal project.
I noticed there's a big rush, like adrenaline on Facebook, many kinds of social websites. It's like Congolese people were waiting for something to happen, and you've actually taken that off us. The stress mode is you've actually relieved us, and you've noticed it yourself, right?
100%. A lot of people say there's problem within the community. Yes, there is problem. Anyone can highlight a problem, but it takes courage, responsibility to actually do something about it. And we believe that we're doing our part, to kind of give a little push to this talented community. So I only hope that it will motivate people, for people to do great things, because as Congolese, we're very intelligent people, we're very loving, caring people, we like to have fun, and we have a lot to offer this country, so it's time for us to wake up and kind of put our name in the map.
Yeah. And why Selby Center? I've received some feedback from my supporters and fans as well. They've messaged me and they told me that one of the main questions I should ask you as well is why Selby, why Tottenham, why that area? It's so tacky, it's so this, it's so that. Why?
Okay, why we decided Tottenham is the source of Congolese. There's a lot of Congolese in Tottenham. It's the hub of. No one can deny that. You go to Tottenham, you see Congolese people. Now the Selby Centre, I personally thought it was a good location, but we never knew the Congolese Achievement Award was going to have such an impact, especially for the first one. So there was about 2 weeks ago, about a week ago, that we sat down, me, Cynthia, and Ems, and told us we spoke about changing location, but we had to kind of leave that because we already done a lot of preparation, and like I said, the budget is very limited. It's money coming from my own pocket, so there's only so much we can do. There's like 30 awards to be presented, categories. So budget, we have to manage our budget, or the event's going to flop and everyone lose out. So we have to make, the aim of this is for it to be successful, which it will be successful.
Did you know that the Congolese Family Centre is located in Selby Centre?
Yeah, Papa Romain has been really, really helpful. He was actually the first one that done a video to support this great initiative. We are also working with them, and they will be there on the night, and we've got actually a surprise for them.
And is that the Congo Impact or the Congolese Family Centre as a whole?
I would say both. The Congolese Impact and the Congolese Family Centre, yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic. And also, in terms of the whole coming together of it, how are you going to organise, the running of the ushering? Do you have a team behind you, or is it just you, Cynthia, and Ems?
No, we have a team around us. It's very, very important to have a team, There's only so much free people can do, but we have a team, and a lot of people have been very, very helpful, Yes, Cynthia, myself, and my brother, our faces is known, but there's also other people in the team. Let me put it. There's Noella in the team. There's Giselle, Trésor Candol's involved, Mave is involved, and one person which I can't really clarify because she's also nominated. So that's the main team, and extending from that, there's also other people giving us the hand.
Okay, that's fantastic. And will we be blessed with any international artists?
Unfortunately, no. There is a law within our community that we can't have international acts to come down to the country and perform. So, no, unfortunately.
What law is that?
There's quite a few issues happening in our country, Congo, and there is a law that artists cannot perform in the country, and we're going by those laws. Hopefully, when things get a little bit better, we'll find a solution.
No, that's fantastic. But are you going to have so many acts performing that are not nominated, or is it the nominees going to be performing on the night?
The beautiful thing about the people performing, no one will know until the event. I myself will contact these people. I will tell them to keep it discreetly because I do not. Because I would love for everyone to be able to perform, but there isn't enough time. The event's gonna be about 5 hours, and there isn't.
5 hours? Will there be a break?
Yeah, there'll be breaks. There'll be breaks, but the way we kind of structured it, there will always be something happening. So you should just fly.
Yeah, and I noticed also your nominees, obviously, if we went on to the categories, the list would have been endless, but there's some categories that, a few people messaged me saying, they missed best sports, they missed, the highest pay, they missed, this and that. They started naming such names like Eddie Kadi, Fabrice Mwamba, Zakiani, Vanessa Mulangani, all of these other Congolese well-known, how can I say, celebrities or role models that haven't even got received or anything for them. Are you considering that, or have you left them blank?
What we done in the beginning, we gave the public a lot of choice to tell us what they wanted. A lot of people kind of sat back and didn't nominate anyone or didn't give us any feedback. Now, where we give you an opportunity for you to express yourself, use the opportunity to tell us what you want. If you sit back and don't tell us what you want, how am I supposed to know what you actually want? So what we done is we took what the collective people said, and that's what we offered it to them. And in terms of sports, like I said, the budget is very limited. So for now, we done what we could. And for the next one, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and in terms of, obviously this is going to be a huge event, and what is the worst thing you're expecting that you don't want to think of? You think to your head like, oh my God, I don't want those people coming, or any this and that. Is there anything in your mind that you wish and praying that won't happen on the night?
Not at all, because every Congolese is my family. And as my family, they can see how hard I'm working to please them. So I'm sure they will enjoy the event with me. So it should be a good event. Like I said, Congolese people are very caring, very loving, and this is a celebration of our culture, of our talent. Let's put Congo in the map.
Yeah, we must learn to respect you as well, and the night as well, and respect all the nominees in the night. So as we are stereotyped as, we're hyped, we like to cause any fights and everything. So I hope on the night that none of us decide to be silly and embarrass ourselves on the night as well. And after the night, is there going to be an after party, or is it everyone goes home?
Yeah, there's an after party. The after party will be in Club Efika, and I'm sure Will do a video soon where I probably think he's talking about a way where the people on the event can be easy for them to transfer into the hall. I'm not too sure what it's going to do, but I'm sure it's going to release something very, very soon. And on the actual night as well, we're gonna let everyone know we're preparing another event for everyone that we're doing in August. I'm sure this event, everyone will be pleased because it will be big enough to fit everyone.
Okay, that's fantastic. And in talks of obviously the night as well, the tickets, you're selling, and also how can people access tickets? Who do they call, and what website or Facebook do we go on?
Because the tickets are limited, what we decided, we are selling the tickets ourselves. What you do, you just contact us. The number is right here. Yeah, you contact us on this number, and we'll issue the ticket. The first 50 tickets are £15, and the rest of the tickets are £25.
The first 50?
The first 50 tickets are £15, and the rest are £25. And we've got also tickets for these VIP people, where they want a table.
This VIP.
But VIP,
VIP is a terrible thing.
For them to enjoy the night,
Very important person.
Yeah, for a person, Contact us. The number is here.
And in the VIP, what do you get? Because I'm interested.
In the VIP, what you get to come in with the nominees and the special entrance.
Okay.
Before you come into the event, red carpet, 3 people, including yourself.
Oh yeah, you know me.
Asking you. Olatinini.
Yes.
What are you wearing? Who do you think is going to win? Just get a little bit of feedback of what do you feel of the whole event. And then you get to sit with the people who are nominated. You have your table. We have start-up drinks for you to enjoy.
And it's the food and everything included in the ticket.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, that is terrible. So you guys are trying to con us. You invite us, you give us an award, and then you want us to pay. What's that all about? Come on, people.
Remember, there's about 150 nominees that are getting in for free. My pocket is not as big as yours, Nadesh. My pocket it stops here.
It stops here. Amen.
So the hall needs to be decorated. There's a lot of overhead that we have to spend.
And who's decorating the hall? Because I've seen Selby. It's not the best looking, but it's compatible.
That is Cynthia's responsibility with other girls that I'm not going to mention, but it's their responsibility.
So, sum up for me quickly how it feels, the experience of being, I would say, a successful Congolese businessman in the UK.
It feels great. It feels very, very, very great, to be able to live my dream. That's all I'm doing, I get to live my dream. I get to wake up every morning happy, enjoying what I do. Because I know there's a lot of people, they hate where they work. I love where I work, but I do work long hours, I get to meet loads of different type of people. My life is like a roller coaster. I never know what I'm doing next week, but I know next will be even more interesting than it was yesterday. So I love where I am now. I wouldn't change it for the world.